Ever get that feeling? You know, like you're just drowning in a sea of emails, generic, forgettable, the kind that just completely disappear into the abyss of your inbox.
Yeah, tell me about it. I think we've all been there.
Right. And it's like, for all the effort we put into crafting these messages, you'd think we'd at least get a courtesy glance, right?
At least.
Well, today we're diving into something that could be a game changer, and honestly, it sounds kind of futuristic. We're talking about AI-powered email hyper-personalization.
Okay, I'm intrigued already.
We'll be breaking down Flowworks and their AI SDR called Alicia, all based on this fascinating article. Skyrocket email open rates to 50% with AI-powered hyper-personalization.
50%. Now, those are the numbers I like to hear.
Yeah, and knowing your passion for staying ahead of the tech curve, especially when it comes to maximizing engagement. I have a feeling this deep dive is going to be right up your alley.
You're absolutely right. What really gets me excited about this is the idea of using AI to finally personalize communication on a truly individual level. It's something marketers have been chasing for years, right?
Absolutely. And speaking of chasing results, the article starts off with a bit of a reality check. Apparently, most marketing emails only get about a 12% open rate these days. Kind of makes you cringe, doesn't it?
Ouch, yeah. All that time and effort. For what?
Exactly. So much for our carefully crafted subject lines and witty intros.
And that's precisely where this idea of hyper-personalization comes in. And look, we're not just talking about sticking someone's name at the top of the email here.
Exactly.
This is about crafting an email so tailored, so spot on, that it feels like it was written specifically for that one person, addressing their specific interests and the unique challenges they face in their world.
Okay, now we're talking. But can you give us a real-world example of what this hyper-personalization actually looks like in action?
Sure. Imagine this. Instead of blasting out some generic sales pitch about your company's amazing product, you send an email that mentions a recent project the person shared on LinkedIn. Or maybe you congratulate them on a recent achievement, something specific you noticed about them.
I see what you're saying. It's like you've done your homework, right? Shows you're paying attention to them as an individual.
Precisely. And it instantly signals to that person that you're not just another spammer. You've actually taken the time to understand their world. And in a world of endless noise and distractions, that, my friend, is incredibly powerful.
It's like that saying, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. But in this case, it's all about proving you care through the way you communicate, the words you choose, the whole vibe of the email.
And that's where the really cool stuff comes in. AI. This article I was telling you about, it dives into Alicia. That's an AI SDR. And she takes this whole hyper-personalization thing to a whole other level.
Okay, hold on. We're talking about something way beyond just a glorified mail merge here, right?
Yeah, way beyond. This isn't just pulling someone's name from a spreadsheet. Alicia. She's not messing around. Forget just a LinkedIn profile. We're talking about analyzing, get this, over 180 different sources to really, and I mean really, get to know someone professionally.
Whoa, 180 sources. Okay, now I'm impressed. But What exactly is she looking for in all of that data? Give me the inside scoop.
Picture this. It's like having a whole squad of expert researchers. But instead of working for some detective agency, they're digging into the professional lives of every single person you want to connect with.
Okay, I like where this is going.
So we're talking about recent stuff they posted, articles they're sharing, even conferences they're attending, or if they get mentioned in big-time industry publications. We're talking about finding those hidden gems, the gold nuggets that reveal what really gets them going in their work, what their pain points are, you know it.
Okay, that's a ton of info. But how does Alicia actually put all of this together, turn it into an email that sings?
Dynamic content generation, my friend. That's the magic phrase.
Yeah.
Based on all this research, she whips up these completely custom-tailored subject lines, ones that are practically guaranteed to grab the reader's attention, along with opening lines that hit on something super relevant to them. She'll even tailor the content to whatever projects they're working on or industry trends that would make them sit up and take notice.
So it's not just about sounding personal, it's about delivering the right information at the right time, which is, let's be honest, the real secret sauce in today's crazy busy world.
You got it. It's like having your very own superpowered copywriter who knows exactly what makes each person tick. And get this. The article actually gives an example of Alicia writing unique emails to, get this, Jeff Bezos and Mark Cuban.
No way. If this AI can personalize emails for those heavy hitters, then we're definitely talking about next level tech here.
Right. And that's the real game changer, the scalability. Even with an entire army of copywriting geniuses, you couldn't crank out that level of personalized content for thousands, let alone millions, of contacts. But AI makes the impossible possible.
Okay, so far this all sounds incredible, but let's bring it back down to earth for a second. Our listeners are smart cookies, but they might be wondering how this actually benefits them and their work. What's the takeaway?
That's the million-dollar question, right? It's easy to get caught up in the cool factor of AI, all the bells and whistles, but the real magic is if it can actually move the needle, bring home the bacon.
Exactly. So bottom line, what's the so what?
Well, this article claims that using AI-powered hyper-personalization can boost email open rates by up to 50%. Now, even if those numbers are a tad optimistic, even a fraction of that increase could be huge for a business, right?
More opens, for sure. But I'm curious, what about the big picture here? It can't just be about getting someone to click, right?
You're right, there's more to it than that. The article really emphasizes that this goes way beyond just vanity metrics like open rates. We're talking about building real, genuine relationships, the kind that last. Think about it. When people feel like you get them, like you genuinely care about what they're going through, and you're not just treating them like another name on a list, they're more likely to actually engage with you, trust you, and ultimately become loyal clients or customers.
Right. It goes back to what we were saying before. Show genuine care and understanding through the way you communicate, and people will respond to that. And if Felicia can make that happen automatically, think about all the time and energy that frees up to focus on those real human-to-human connections, the kind that really seal the deal.
Now you're speaking my language. No more endless hours chained to the inbox. No more writer's block trying to find the perfect words. Think about it. You can use all that extra time to have more meaningful conversations, offer solutions tailored to each person, and build the kind of connections that fuel real growth for your business.
Now, that's what I like to hear, but I have a feeling this goes way beyond just sales, right?
Oh, absolutely. Imagine the possibilities in any field where forming connections is everything fundraising, PR, even just building your personal brand. Being able to tailor your message so it resonates on a personal level, that's like gold in today's digital age.
It's like, goodbye, one size fits all. Hello, perfectly tailored communication. And what's really cool is that AI isn't just making this possible. It's actually making it something everyone can use.
Totally. It's easy to get caught up in these big abstract ideas about AI, but tools like this Alicia thing, they're making AI real, showing us how we can actually use it to, up our game and connect with people better.
Right, and the article does a great job of saying, hey, if you want to see how this works, go check out Flowworks. But before we wrap things up, I've been kind of chewing on something.
Oh, I know that look. What's got you thinking?
Well, if AI can personalize our writing like this, like emails and stuff, what's next? What other parts of how we communicate could it shake up?
Okay, I'm listening.
Could we use AI to supercharge our phone calls or video meetings, even face-to-face interactions? I mean, could it help us be smoother, more engaging communicators across the board?
Oh, now that's a thought, isn't it? We usually talk about AI as this efficiency thing, like it's going to automate everything. But this whole idea of AI making us better at connecting with each other on a human level, that's something else altogether.
Right. It's like AI could help us be more human, not less.
Exactly. And I think that's something worth thinking about, especially as this technology keeps getting more advanced.
Absolutely. It's a future full of possibilities, and we'll be here to break it all down for you right here on The Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us as we explored this wild world of AI-powered hyper-personalization. Until next time.